But just to go back to the numbers, again, we like to think of ourselves as little old Poway, right?
Right.
And it used to be $100 maximum. Now it's 250,
Yeah,
right?
right.
So if you, and just in broad numbers, broad brush, how many dollars are coming from local Poway people compared to outside Poway people, and then all this PAC money?
Right.
I mean, is there a way you can kind of share what those ratios are, sort of?
Right. Yeah, that's, I mean, without sitting down with a calculator here, hard to say off the top of my head. But I mean, you could, if we want to do a back of envelope type of calculation, right?
Yeah.
I mean, let's say that every candidate, let's say they all spent $20,000, and obviously that's more because some of these candidates haven't even raised that much, right? But you've got, what is that? One, two, I think 8 candidates that are actively raising money. I know there's a couple other mayoral candidates that haven't really raised any money.
I'd say 8 is active. That's about right.
Yeah, right?
3 for mayor, 2 for District 1, and 3 for District 3.
Yeah, right. I mean, even if all of them, on average, it was $20,000, right? Take Voss and Pepin's money down a little bit and bump up everybody else. That's $160,000. That now of that, if half of that is from Poway people, that's 40,000, or what did I say? 160, $80,000. The other half is 80,000 from outside of Poway, and then you've got, it looks like it could be another 30, 40. $50,000 coming from outside of there as well. So, the majority of money is actually from outside of Poway, or from PACs, or from businesses that have, want to do business in Poway or hope to profit from it, rather than just individuals, right? Just residents of Poway. I think in an ideal scenario, right, when we all, and I think on both sides, of Republicans, Democrats, whatever your political leaning, I think we all thought of, like, what does our ideal sort of process for an election look like? I assume that most of us would say, yeah, we would hear from the candidates who are running, and hear their qualifications and what they would like to accomplish, what they would like to change, and we make a decision based on that. But that's just not the case, right? I mean, we are in a low information environment. We touched on that a little bit, with the lack of a lot of news coverage in Poway on what's going on. And then you have just nothing but, being bombarded with all these different mailers and text messages and Facebook ads and Twitter ads or whatever it is. It's overwhelming.